So is everyone able to hear
Executive Leadership Conference. Clickable.
my audio here?
Sharing computer sound.
Watch.
Yes.
Share it.
Okay.
Step.
Yes.
Mic. Quick.
So I'm going to go ahead and click on the link.
Menu. Home exec. Open. Home exec. Home Executive Leadership Conference document. Link skip to main. Stop share. Alt plus S. Exec menu. Chat. Home Executive Lead. Exec. Page. What?
Not
Running.
opening the chat for me. There it is.
Calling all. Untitled Google Chrome. Document busy blank. Attendee login. Clickable heading level 1 Executive Leadership Conference. Heading level 4 login. Clickable first name. Edit. Last name. Edit. Email address. Edit. First name edit has auto. N. Last name. Age. Autofill list expanded. blay@visionsurveillance.org BL7. Attendee login document. Email address edit has autocomplete. Use the email you registered with blay@visionsurveillance.org.
Okay, so I've gone ahead and put my first and last name in the fields, and I'll go ahead and tab down to the next button.
Next button. Email address edit has autocomplete. Use the email you registered with blay@visionsurveillance.org. Attendee login document.
So I received an email, but I also received it on my phone here. So I'll go ahead and put it in the verification code.
Verification code edit blank. 04068.
And then tab down to login.
Login button. My event Executive Leadership Conference. Link IVACI policy. Copyright 2021 powered by.
Okay, so we're on the main page of the conference site here, and it auto has you focused on the navigation bar at the very top. So my event is going to be your home page for anything. So anytime you're not sure what page you're on, go back to my event. That's going to center you back at the beginning. So the very first thing we're going to do is go to the All Sessions tab.
Clickable Schedule Appointment button. Cap Table. Tab Control. All Sessions tab 2 of 7. Space. All Sessions Executive Leadership Conference document.
So I'm going to have to tab through a bunch of test accounts that I have, or test sessions that I have here, so you can ignore those.
Table. Search. Time. Table. Test session collab visited link. Test.
So
test,
on this page.
Test, table. Tab Control. All Sessions tab selected 1 of 5.
So it'll have subheaders here. All sessions.
On demand tab 2 of 5.
All demand.
Tuesday, April 27th tab. Thursday, April 29th. All session on demand. Tuesday, April 27th tab. Test 3 visited link. Virtual.
Can I ask a question?
Tutorial test
I
visited
looked at some of those a couple days ago, and there were times when they said 9:59 a.m. to 9:59 p.m. Can you explain what that means? I have an idea, but
yeah. So we have a couple of on-demand sessions that we're just going to have open for you to view at any time. They're pre-recorded. So I just set the time to be open from 9:59 a.m. on Monday of the conference all the way till Friday of the week.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah. I know it's a little bit goofy. That's just how I keep it open for the conference.
Right.
So I have actually set a test on this all session page for us to actually go in and view. So it is going to be called Conference Tutorial Test.
Join session button. Test live stream. Conference tutorial test visited link.
So I can click on that link there, and it's going to take me into the page of the event. Or I'm sorry, page of the session.
Getting description. Getting description. Visit toolbar. Conference tutorial test executive leadership conference.
Session.
Toolbar. View site information. Address. Bentley but table. Tab control. My schedule. Exhibit. Sponsors tab. Getting description. Getting description. Getting description. Graphic join session button.
There it is. So graphic join session button. It actually shows up as a graphic instead of a link, which is odd. So I might need to change that. But it's the join session. So we'll click on that. What this will do is open a new tab. And in this new tab will be the video player. So
Getting description. Visit. Toolbar. View site information menu button secure. Address. Conference to Bentley button. Table. Mute button mute.
So you'll be able to
Pause button pause.
pause, change the volume. This is a live session, so obviously you can't pause.
May I interrupt with a question?
Yeah, please.
How do you get it to add to my schedule? Would you hit add to calendar and then it goes on to your schedule automatically?
So the add to calendar button is actually how you get it to add to like your Outlook, your external calendar. Or
Okay.
your email. So that'll download your iCalendar file for that.
Gotcha.
by default, 99% of everything is just already automatically added to your schedule.
Okay.
Just the way that we built it.
So you mean you can't just cherry pick the courses you want to go to and then have just those show up on your schedule?
Unfortunately, we can't. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, and I know that's a little complex. So the best way is to just search by day on that all session page. They have the tabs for individual days. But yeah, unfortunately, you can't just add it to your personal schedule.
Okay.
But if you do want to add it to your Outlook and whatnot, that's a good way to kind of sift through them all.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
links then show up on your calendar. I mean, everything you need is going to be right there, right?
Right. So it'll have the join
all I need.
session.
Gotcha. Okay.
Other questions?
Ben, am I correct that the times are Central Time or they adjust?
They're
to
displaying in Central Time. Yes.
Okay.
Now, there is a button that will set it to your local time. I had to disable it for the time being because it was just keeps reverting back to the Central Time for some reason. So that should be available by the conference.
Okay.
Yeah. But at the moment, it's always going to be in Central.
All right. Thanks.
So we are on just this live
Meeting
session.
controls. Meeting controls. Volume level slider. Clickable video player region. Clickable. Full screen button. Full screen.
So one other thing that's a little funky with Cvent, which is our conference platform, is in order to get to the sidebar navigation, it is considered below the footer on the page. And I know that's confusing because once you hit that, copyright, yada, yada, you just assume you go back up. But it's actually buttons underneath that. So as you're tabbing through
Getting
the
this
page here,
visit event website. Privacy. Clickable appears to be circle graphic chat.
so when I hit that footer, it said just visit event website and privacy policy, and then it went to the buttons.
Privacy. Visit event web. Privacy. Clickable appears to be circle graphic chat.
So there's the chat for the sessions there.
Toolbar. View. Address. Table. Mute. Volume. Full. Clickable getting description. Graphic. Collapse. Graphic appear. B. Your button join. O. I. Clickable chat appears to be H. Graphic out of toolbar. View site information menu button secure. Conference tutorial test button out of button. Dot. Button join chat.
So as you can see, I'm not the most proficient screen reader user that exists, but that's how you get to the chat for each of the sessions.
So
Now, if you're
actually,
right-
if you're using JAWS, you can just hit the Control N button and it jumps you right to it.
That is very good to know. Control
Oh.
N for JAWS.
There you go.
All right, everyone note that. I'm going to write that down and put that on our FAQ page.
This is Harris. It should be the same for NVDA because you're just moving the virtual cursor.
New tab Google Chrome. New tab Google Chrome. Toolbar. Add. New tab. Conference tutorial test executive lead. Pete Benavidez has left the meeting alert. Conference tutorial. Pete Benavidez. Send chat edit. Barbara D. Collins has left the meeting alert. Send chat edit multi-line blank.
So the one other thing I want to mention here, so when you're typing a chat, there's no submit button. You just have to hit enter in order for it to add to the actual chat. So that's just another little tricky thing that's going to be going on here. So that's
Say that again.
so for the chat, when you want to type one in, there's not a submit or enter button next to it. So you just have to hit your enter key in order to send the chat.
Okay.
So that's a live session. That's how you interact with it and open it up.
Do you think there's going to be a lot of chat going on during the sessions?
I hope there's a decent amount. This is where you can ask questions for any of our pre-recorded sessions. And Janice, I see that yours came through. Testing. Is this on? I like it. The speakers will actually be in the chat with you. So if you ask a question, they can answer it live while the session is going on. And then after each session, we'll have an open Zoom call where you can come in and just ask your questions verbally. But yes, I'm hoping there will be a decent amount of conversation going on in the session chat.
Because that's
How do you
actually,
exit the chat, by the way, once you are able to get in it and
That is
enter your question or whatever?
Clickable chat appears to be
I
circle
just-
graphic chat.
Tab out of it.
Toolbar. Add. Bentley button.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the easiest way I've found.
Table. Tab control.
When is the first
Sessions
live
tab
session?
selected.
Is it the 20? Is it Tuesday?
Yeah, so the sessions start on Tuesday. Very first, we have a networking option for just a coffee chat. You can come, you can network with people. That's just a Zoom call. But then our announcements will be starting at 10 a.m. Central, where Lee Nasahi, our CEO, and Lauren Branch, our board chair, will come on and just kind of give some announcements for the day, introduce our first keynote speaker, and then from there, we'll jump into the keynote session, which will be, again, another Zoom call where you can just attend. And at the end, you can ask live questions. That will be, our keynotes will just be Zoom calls so that it's a lot simpler. I'm sure most of you are familiar with using Zoom at this point. And then you can unmute yourself at the end for the live Q&A. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I know it's not the most efficient way to
Caps
get all the
lock off.
information out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and navigate back to the My Events page, which is the main landing page.
Volume level slider. Table. Bentley button. Getting toolbar. View site information. Address. Conference. Bentley. Table. Tab control. My event tab 1 of 7 space. My event executive leadership conference document.
Okay. So on this main page is what is called a card, and it's called Looking to Network.
Getting description. Table. Schedule appointment button. Attendees.
Yeah, so that Looking to Network option, the very first thing is a button called Schedule Appointment. When clicking on that, it's going to open a new tab. Come on.
Schedule appointment button. Untitled Google Chrome. Clickable.
So this is going to open up this new tab where there will be a table of just the days of the conference: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm sorry, Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh man, my brain is shot. Currently, I have it
List.
displayed 5 days.
Combo box. Executive leadership conference calendar document.
By default, it will be set to 3 days. I would suggest if you're using this to set to check your appointments and to set them, to change the default days to 1.
Create appointment. Combo box sessions show only. Zoom out graphic button. Print schedule graphic button. Radio button. Pete. Radio button not checked your device. Button your button radio. Pete Benavides. List. 3 day 2 of 4.
So you'll find this list here.
3 day. Combo box 1 day collapsed. Print schedule graphic button. Combo. Zoom in graphic button. Combo box sessions show only my. Create appointment button.
Okay. So as you
Zoom in graphic button. Zoom out graphic. Combo box 1 day collapse. Expanded. List. 1 day 1 of 4.
So it's going to be a list where it sets. You can set how many days.
3 day 2 of 4.
Table.
5 day 3 of 4. 1 day 1
I
of 4.
suggest
Space.
1 day. Just so that you're only
executive
looking
leadership
for
conference
JAWS.
calendar document.
For JAWS, it just jumps from one appointment to the next, regardless of which day it's on. But if you have just a 1 day view, you're only going through 1 day at a time.
Pete Benavides has left the meeting alert. Pete Benavides has joined the meeting alert.
Welcome back,
Hey.
Pete. So how you set up an appointment here is finding the button Create Appointment.
View list with zoom out graphic. Create appointment button. Dialog. Clickable button. Close dialog. List with 1 items button. Unavailable block. List with 3 items. Block off time. Dialog.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dialog. Clickable button. Close dialog. List exit out button unavailable. Button unavailable. Send appointment invitation. Button
Ben,
unavailable. Send appointment
this is
invitation.
to set an appointment with another member, another participant, or?
Yeah, so you can go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, so you can set up appointments with other attendees. They're video calls and Zoom. You can also set them up with exhibitors. And
Pete Benavides has left the meeting alert.
if you want to meet them
Pete Benavides has
directly,
joined the
and
meeting
then
alert.
the other thing you can do is in the same appointments function is block off time where you are unable to meet.
Mhm.
In which case, it just makes sure that no one can schedule it. So if you really want to go to, or you got a meeting, outside of the conference, or you really want to go to one of the sessions, you can block off that same time, and it's going to make sure that you won't get any schedule requests during that time.
Right, thank you.
Yeah. So if we go to the link attendee networking.
List with 3 items. Attendee networking heading level 3 button. Button create appointment. Dialog. Choose button. List with 1 items. Attend. Description edit multi-line. Stars. List. Choose button. Add button.
So the add button is a way to add an attendee to that appointment.
Dialog. Clickable button graphic back. Brian Bashan. Find attendees, edit search by name, email, company, or title. Y.
So you can search for attendees in the search box. I'm going to go ahead and add my supervisor, Wendy, here.
Button.
Expanded. Escape. Zoom in button.
List with 2 items. Wendy Himes, Director of David.
Zoom in.
Answer details by question.
I went ahead
Wendy Olson, Director of Programs, Light. List with 1 items. Add 1 attendee button. Dialog.
went ahead and
Clickable
added
button.
the
Close
one-
dialog. Button.
Whoops. I accidentally closed out the page. I'm sorry about that.
Dialog.
Back to where we
List
were.
with 3 items. Attend button. E. Brian Bashan. List with 5. Diane Weiss. List with 1 items. Add 1 attendee button. Dialog. Clickable button. Close dialog. Close dial. Add button. List with 1 items pending graphic. Wendy Himes. Add button. List with 1 items pending graphic. Wendy Himes, Director of Conferences, Communications, and Member. Remove button. Choose button.
So the choose link here, this choose button is when you can choose your time. So click
Dialog.
that. It's gonna
Clickable
give
button.
you those
Graphic
3
back. Button. Create
options.
appointment.
I keep accidentally exiting out because I hit the wrong
Dialog.
button. I'm sorry,
Clickable.
guys.
List with 3 items. Attendee network. Dialog. CEO. Button. Dialog. Dialog. Clickable. Choose button. Dialog. Clickable button. Graphic back. Button. Close dialog. Heading level 1 time. Button. Graphic previous month. Schedule is in East C S.
So now you can select from the list of times that are available. They're all 30-minute time slots, and these are times that the attendees you've added to the appointment are available.
List with 1 items. Check box. Check. Out of list. List with 9. Back graphic button. Close dialog button. Previous graphic button. Next graphic. List with 1. List with 19 items. 8 a.m. 8:30 a.m. U. Button U. 8:35 a.m. 9:05 a.m. U. 9:10 a.m. 9:40 a.m. 9:45 a.m. 10:55 a.m. Dialog.
We'll just go
Clickable
ahead and
button.
select
Close
the time now.
dialog. Star appointment type list. Close dialog but add button. Add button. Description edit. Star subject edit required. Invalid entry has autocomplete blank.
So you have to add a subject to your appointment. So I'm going to go ahead and just say
T.
test.
Description edit multi-line blank. T.
I'll go ahead and write test in the description again.
Add button. Find it. Y. List with 2 list with 1 item.
And then I had, since I had exited out, I forgot to add Wendy back in. So now we're there. So we go to the button send appointment invitation.
List with star sub description. Add button. List with 1 toolbar. Address. Dialog. Add button. List with remove button. Edit button. List with 1 items Monday, April 12. List with 1 star sub description. Edit. Add button. Description. Test. List with 1 item. Send appointment invitation button. Button create appointment.
So that's odd. So the button is being read as a list with 1 item, send appointment invitation. So that's how you send it. So that's one way to set up an appointment. You do the same thing if you want to set it up with an exhibitor. Again, the first options you got were block off time, attendee networking, and exhibitor appointments. If you click the exhibitor appointments, it will only let you add people that are exhibitors and booth staff.
Steve Benavides has left a meeting alert.
Excuse me, Ben, this
so-
is Paris.
Yeah.
I on my end wasn't able to get to the
Benavides has joined the meeting.
Steve
change the
Benavides
3
has
day
joined the
to a
meeting
1
alert.
day using the keyboard.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see how I did that.
Address executive.
Which
Confirm combo box sessions. Zoom in graphic button. Zoom out graphic button. Zoom in graphic button. Combo box sessions show only my busy sessions collapse. Sessions.
that is interesting. Yeah, it skips over that button as well for me. It just goes right to the minimize and maximize button.
Create
Yeah,
appointment button.
it's weird. It does skip over for me too. I'm using JAWS.
Combo box sessions show none collapsed. Space. Expanded. Combo. Space. Combo. Zoom in graphic button.
Yeah, it goes from the session drop down straight to the zoom in and zoom out.
Yeah, that's what I'm finding.
Okay.
Combo box sessions show none.
And I'm
Sessions
even
show
the arrow
sessions
keys will
sessions
just-
sessions show none. Set. Zoom print schedule graphic button. Radio button checked Easter.
Okay, let me
Cancel
look
button.
into that. That's a good thing to note. So I would, for the time being, if you're unable to change it from the 3 days to the 1 day table view,
Answer details by question. Table with 1 row. Content info land blank 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 blank. Content info privacy policy link toolbar address and confirmed appointments button.
Odd. Okay, let me look into that. I'm sorry, guys.
And when you receive one of those invitations for an appointment, or I assume you have to confirm that you're available and wish to do that.
Yeah, so you'll receive an email with the
Oh, an
email that you
email?
registered with. Yeah, and it'll say Ben Lay has reached out to you to meet on Monday the 26th at 9 a.m. And it will give you a link that says confirm or deny. You click on that and it will open up the web page back to the conference event where it'll just say accept or decline.
Okay.
So let's go back to the main session page here because there's one.
Stop share, Alt+S. My event executive leadership conference document, button schedule appointment.
There is one way that's a little bit easier to schedule those appointments because that wasn't the best circumstance. So that's going to the attendees tab.
View my schedule link, conference tutorial test, view, schedule appointment, table, tab control, all sessions tab, my schedule, exhibitors, sponsored, attendees tab 6 of space, attendees executive leadership conference document.
So from here,
Heading description, table, game, search by name, title, or company edit blank.
you can search for an attendee's name. So I'm going to search for Wendy again.
E-N-Y. Space. Spelling error Wendy. Space. First name get list with 2 items Wendy Himes link.
So I can go ahead and enter into Wendy's profile and view it from here. Or if I tab again,
Schedule appointment button.
I can schedule an appointment with her from here. So you don't have to open up that second tab. You can also do it just on the main page with the attendees button. So when I click on the schedule appointment button here next to Wendy's name.
Dialog. Clickable button close dialog. List with 1 items button unavailable block off time. Close dialog button, add button. List with 1 items tentative graphic Wendy Himes director of conferences, button schedule appointment.
So it's going to open up that same overlay that we had on the previous page where the add button is to add attendees to it. But this time Wendy is automatically added, or whoever you schedule the appointment with is automatically added to the appointment. And then you just click the choose button, which will allow you to choose the time. You type in your subject and you click send again. So that's the second way in which you can set up appointments. Instead of going through the table page, you just go and search for the specific attendee on the attendees tab and then click schedule appointment next to them. If you want to make it with multiple people, you can just click, again, just find one of them.
Dialog, clickable button, add button.
And you find that add button on the page and you can add additional attendees to that appointment. It doesn't just have to be one-to-one, you can make a group session as well. And this
And
will,
when the time comes for that appointment, and I would assume you're kind of in the main event window, listening to somebody or whatever. How do you get notified of the appointment and how to get there, or how does that occur?
yeah, so from the email that you had received with the request, we'll also have a link to join it.
Okay.
So you can
Okay.
click on that again and it will just take you to the join session button.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or you could also go back to that other tab with the table of all of your events, find your event and click join session.
Gotcha.
Button schedule appointment.
So that same process for setting up an appointment with a individual or a group of attendees is the same for exhibitors. If you go to the exhibitor page, I won't go through the process for a third time with you all. The only thing I do want to mention is on the exhibitors tab, the schedule appointment button is again on that right side navigation panel, which unfortunately again shows up below the footer for some reason. So you'll have to go below the footer in order to find that schedule appointment button. What I will show you, I'm going to go back to that exhibitor.
View profile button. Wendy, visit event. Wendy, view, Wendy, first search table, tab control, sponsors, exhibitors tab 4 space, exhibitors executive leadership conference document.
I'm going to go ahead
Getting this,
and
Ben, search exhibitors, edit search blank.
you can search for the exhibitor.
List with 13 items American Printing House for the blind link.
We're going to go to the APH exhibitor booth. And they will have a video to watch They've got a description with times that they are available for their virtual meeting room, which is like just an open Zoom room for set hours that they choose.
Getting description. Table. Getting description. Getting get video player region play video button play video.
So you can watch the video on their page.
Show more button. Thursday, Tuesday, please, adults who, button graphic getting video player clickable, button play video, out of region heading level 3 description. At APH, we believe in empowering people who are blind or visually.
So below the video player is their description. And for APH's case, they set their hours inside their description on when they're going to be available for that kind of ad hoc virtual meeting room.
Video player region button out at AP, an innovative product with no barriers, where all are blank. We are the worldwide leader in design. Adults who are blind. Necessity. Active citizenship. Blank. Please reach out to Jim Sullivan with any questions during our booth hours during the ILC. Tuesday, April 27th, Thursday, April 29th, 24 p.m.CT.
So there's their booth times there. You can also go through files.
Show less button. Table. Tab control. Files tab selected 1 of 2. Links tab. Files tab. List with 5 items. APH Connect Center link. 884 KB. Button download 8. Link Braille Trail Reader LE. 2 megabytes. Button download Braille Trail Reader LE.
So you can go through files, or there's also a subheader here for link.
Braille. Download. AP table. Tab control. Links tab 2 of 2. Space. Selected. List with 3 items. A new species of refreshable Braille. Mantis Q40 link. Introducing Chameleon 20. Untitled Google Chrome.
So I won't go through all of their links.
Exhibitors.
There,
We are the worldwide leader in designing a new species of.
So that's how you just go through their description pages. But again, so that requesting a meeting is going to be found underneath the footer here. So you just have to tab through it.
Privacy. Clickable getting description. Graphic.
Come on.
Clickable getting description. Clickable no, clickable meet now no description of E. Clickable meet now no descript E. Jip P. Clickable meet now no description of it. Clickable no descript. Clickable meet graphic. Getting description. Graphic join virtual meeting button. AF. VP/Chief Officer, Innovation and Strategy.
So going to the Meet Now clickable link is going to get you that join virtual meeting. And that's just going to open up a Zoom application where their members are available to meet. So these are ad hoc conversations. They're not scheduled. They're just open hours that they have the booth staffed. If you want to.
Clickable meet now no clickable no description available. Graphic request info.
So the graphic request info, that's how you send them an email. So it's going to go to their booth staff.
Clickable tool, address and exhibitors getting private edit multi-line blank.
So you can send them a message here and it will automatically email their booth staff if you want to reach out to them, and then they can set up a time for you. That's they'll automatically send your name and your email address that you're registered with, so they know how to contact you from here.
Clickable get privacy policy link. Clickable get edit clickable meet now no descript graphic no clickable getting description. Graphic schedule.
So the graphic schedule is how you're going to set
Dialogue.
up an appointment.
Clickable button close dialogue. List with 1 items button unavailable block off time. Close dialogue button. List with 2 items at exhibitor appointments heading level 3 button.
So from there, you can set an appointment with the exhibitor, and that's going to be the exact same process that you had with the attendee networking, except you're going to choose
Attendee networking heading level 3 button. Exhibitor appointments heading level 3 button.
exhibitor appointments right there.
Graphic getting description.
Okay, that was a lot of information, and I didn't go through it the best. Any questions so far on exhibitors?
Yeah, well, actually, going back, if I don't put all the events on my calendar and I just, go to an event on Tuesday and that I want, I can just click onto it and get into the event. Is that a
Yes, sir.
correct statement? Okay.
Yes. So going to the all sessions page when the event is occurring, and next to each event will have a join session button. Or if you just click on the link of the name of the session, it will also just take you to the join session.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Not a problem. So there are 2 experiences with watching live sessions. There's one that's going to be playing in your web browser through the Cvent. That's going to be for our recorded sessions. And that's where we have the chat. And then the other one is just in Zoom, where it just opens up the Zoom application and you join the call. So at the beginning of this call, we went through that where we opened up a live session. We had the chat and all of that. That's what that looks like. just joining with that join live session button. And then the other one is, it'll still say join live session, but it will just open up Zoom. Any concerns about that?
Ben, I have
Yes.
I'm jumping back to scheduling because
Mhm.
I'm trying to add things to my calendar here. And so you go to the title of whatever it is you want to join. You click on it, it opens it, then you go to add to calendar, you download it, you click spacebar, you save it, right? So it magically appears on your calendar.
Mhm.
And when you get out of that screen and go back, it pops you to the top of the screen for your all sessions. So that means by the time you get to the end of Tuesday or your middle of Wednesday or any time beyond the first 3 sessions, you got to scroll through that entire thing to find your place again.
Just
Am
keep
I getting this
refocusing.
wrong, or is everyone else experiencing it the same way? I just want to know if there's another way to do it, or is this just kind of the nature of the beast?
I'm going to guess that's just the nature of the beast there. I can't think of another quicker way to do it.
Okay.
That is frustrating though, so I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it would refocus you back to the all sessions page.
So in the future, well, and that's fine because you want to be able to go to the next one and see if that's what you want. But in the future, if we could have it set up where when you click on something, it puts you into my schedule and just it makes it easier to kind of move around and get to exactly what you want a little faster. That'd be nice.
Right.
Give me a little
Okay.
feedback.
No,
Because,
that is good feedback. Yeah, we originally thought it was easier to, instead of picking and choosing, just have them all available, but maybe we had that backwards. We might be a little too late to change that now as we're getting pretty close to the conference here, but for next conference, that's really good to know.
Yeah, that's okay. It's good to try different things.
Absolutely. Other questions here? I know we're over our time. We're 45 minutes in. I said we'd only need 30. I am available for the rest of the day here, so I can stick around as long as you want. But I want to make sure that, if there's any concerns, questions, constructive criticisms that you share with me now, so I know.
Ben, I'm wondering if do you have any experience? I downloaded it and registered, but I have not played with it. But with the iPhone app for this?
Yeah, so it's reasonably efficient to get around in. It's not as good as other apps, event apps that I have experienced. But from what I can tell, it seems to be pretty easy to jump from get all your session information. I do want to note you can't watch live sessions in the app.
Oh, you can. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Originally, we were told you could, and then they pulled the rug out from under us and said, "Oh, sorry, no, you can't anymore." So it's a great way to reference information,
Right.
and Janine, that actually might be a easier and faster way to add to your calendar is to do it through the app.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Ben, this is Harris real quick.
Yeah.
That the 3-day is a combo box, changing it through 3-day. So if you press the letter C, at least for JAWS users, I think it's the same for NVDA, it is a combo box and you can get there.
Oh, that is good to know. Okay, I will note that as well. Thank you.
Ben, what does it mean when it says included session? It says virtual session, included session.
Yeah, so that was kind of why everything's on your schedule is there is an option to make things optional. And there are a few events that I believe fall under that.
Exhibitor content.
The on-demand sections. I'm sorry, the on-demand sessions. But for all the main sessions, they're considered included. That we aren't charging an additional fee for it, so we set it as included as a part of your original fee. So that's what it's.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
The system is built to try and parcel out everything. Okay, you pay for the different sessions you want, but obviously we're just paying one flat fee. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Other thoughts?
Appreciate this time to work through it.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thanks again.
Hey Ben,
So-
did you tell them about the help help box all the way that
That's
you get help?
just where I was getting to. So obviously there's going to be questions during the event. There always are. So we have done everything we can to provide customer support at every level. So here's how you can reach out to us during the event. And this will all be included in email to you here probably tomorrow or Monday. But we have a customer service email, help@vsaelc.org. We have a chat box on our main website, not the conference website, but the main website, so visionservealliance.org. You can chat with us. That's with a live person, not with a bot. So that's the way you can get instant help right there. We have an FAQ page on the website as well. It's on the main header called VSA ELC Help. It's going to have all the questions you could possibly want. It'll have the email address there. It'll have that chat bot there. And then I sent you all a text message earlier today. I don't know if anyone received it yet.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
Conference line. If you text that line, it will come to me and my team, and we will respond to you in real time to help you address issues. So you can text us as well for information. And then finally, if you're real snazzy, real internet savvy, if you message us on any of our social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, anything like that, we will also be able to respond to you in real time. All of these connect for us in our customer service portal. So at any time, email, text, website, FAQ, social media, we can respond to you in real time and take care of your tech problems. So please don't hesitate to reach out. Let us know what's going on. We want to be able to kind of address any issue as it comes up. But I strongly, strongly, strongly suggest you log in now or tomorrow morning. Get just the basics down, navigate it, get a little familiar with the site, ask your questions now so that come Monday morning, 10 a.m., we're not getting 90,000 emails that we're trying to all answer for you. So
Are you getting a Twitter hashtag for the conference?
yes, it is VSA ELC 2021. So tweet us out, Anicio. Get us the hookup.
Yeah, to my millions of followers.
I personally have about 4, so I'm with you.
I can beat that.
And most of those 4 are just, like some robot that friended me for some reason. Okay, any other questions here before we close out? So a couple of those tips and tricks that I shared about the website that are just a little funky with screen readers, I have written that up in a document. I'm going to be sending that out to everyone here again in that email with all the customer service items as well. So you can reference that during the conference just in case something funky comes up. They'll also be listed on our FAQ page on our website. So you can reference that at any time. And I'm going to add the notes that have come up here with the combo box, with the appointments day, as well as there was one more, hitting N for
Control plus. N.
Yes. So that'll open up the chat. That's right.
It goes down to the chat at the bottom of the screen.
Right. And that will be also used for exhibitor pages, getting to the Meet Now, request info, and schedule button as well. So I will note all of that for you as well. And if you come across anything like that too, send it my way. I love to give little tips and tricks. Obviously, you can tell I'm not the most proficient screen reader user. So I always encourage and am glad to get some feedback from you all. So let us know, if you run across anything.
You know how many participants there are at this point?
We are just shy of 300. So it'll be a pretty good turnout.
Yeah.
Last year, I think we had like 375. Correct me if I'm wrong, Wendy.
Yeah, I think it was 416 actually.
I'm completely off. 416. So we're obviously a little short of that. I think people are a little zoomed out, but I think it's going to be still a very robust time.
And we have tons of prizes you're going to win.
Yes.
So, yes, tune in every day.
Oh, yeah. So I didn't mention that. So as you interact with the conference site, you're going to be earning points. So every appointment you make, every session you attend, if you visit exhibitor booths, any kind of interaction with the site is earning you a score. There's a tab on the page called Games, and you can check your score on that tab. And at the end of each day, we have a structured networking event where you can win some of these awesome prizes. And these aren't like, like, oh, great, a tote bag. We're talking Braille displays. We're talking iPads. We're talking fancy bone conduction Bluetooth headphones, things like that, things that are useful for both yourselves and for your organization. So these aren't something you just want to brush past here. So
I'm gonna make an appointment with you every hour.
absolutely, yeah. Sounds good. And these are going to be at the top of that scoreboard. So the leaders on the board are going to get prizes in the afternoons each day. We'll also have just some random raffles so that everyone gets a chance to earn some prizes. And we'll also be giving some smaller prizes away in the mornings at the welcome sessions. So there are prizes and participation at every level. We got the hookup for y'all.
Oh, good job.
All right.
Okay, we are well past the 30 minutes that I said, so I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for your patience. I really appreciate it. Reach out to us if you have any questions, and we look forward to seeing you next
Pause share. Meeting control.
Thank you so much.